Hello everyone, it is I, Steven Knux, bringing you another group discussion video, and we have the same exact guys in this video. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi guys, it's me, BluRacer7.
And hey, what is up everyone? This is RadioactiveRahSNG. Glad to be here, Steven.
Thanks a lot, guys. And I'm very glad to have you guys back. So with this discussion topic, BluRacer7 actually chose this one. And I couldn't agree more with it, because it's a really good discussion. We're going to be talking about Sonic Riders. Not just Riders, but Riders 4. An unannounced, unofficial game that we all want. I assume we all want another Riders game, because the last one did not turn out exactly how we wanted it. And we're just going to dwell into that whole discussion, this whole conversation in this video. So, I guess a great place to start off would be our favorite Riders games, our favorite direction the series took, because it's a spin-off title. It has the right to take a risk and everything. So what did we like about certain games? I guess I'll start with whoever wants to go first.
I will. I like the original Riders games because I like the sense of speed and skill put into it.
Absolutely. That's what gives it its name. It's like Sonic is all about speed, but this one just takes a twist with it. You know, it has speed, but also has airborne riding and everything. Unique idea. I really like it.
Yeah. I'd have to say Zero Gravity, not to be that guy, but I personally enjoyed Zero Gravity more. Even though it's a much slower paced game, I just enjoy the whole system, and the whole thing where you do the tricks, and then there's the sections where it flips sideways. You have to grind on the wall, right on the wall instead.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. I like that more.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
It makes it looks cooler.
Yeah, Zero Gravity. Yeah, it's not a bad game by any means. A lot of people are divided. Whenever I talk to people about Riders, they usually say if they don't like the first one, they like the second one, and if they don't like the second one, they really like the first one. It's never just I really like both with people.
I love both, honestly.
Yeah, I like both. I like the first one a lot more, but the second one, Zero Gravity, is undeniably easier to get into. It's the easier game.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna catch people.
Yeah, with the original, it has a high learning curve, but I can understand why people got onto the second one a lot more. I mean, I like the original because it's more fast-paced and more challenging, but with the second one, it feels a lot slower, but although the handling feels more improved.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really important.
I remember when I did my LP on it a while back of Zero Gravity. I never even touched the game before that. I'd never played it. I just jumped right in it, doing the storyline, and it was that easy. It didn't take any kind of learning curve.
Yeah.
It's really easy.
That's how I felt when I got the game for the first time. I'm like, with Riders, I know I struggled on this a lot more than I did with this game. I just beat it in one playthrough. Zero Gravity was just that easy to me, and I got all the characters. That was so impossible for me. With the first game, it was so hard to do all that.
The only problem I had for some reason with it was the little air dash thing you do, you pretty much float through the air and you can bounce off of objects and stuff to speed up.
Yeah.
It took a little while to kind of get to know that, kind of practice it. But then after that, it makes the races so much easier. You could just go through the story. Once you learn that, it just becomes a piece of cake because every stage has some kind of system with that in it.
Definitely.
Yeah, true.
So we all established our favorite games.
Yeah, I love. Yeah.
Yeah. While one of us prefer Riders 1 and then Zero Gravity, but we can all agree that they're both better than Sonic 3 Riders.
Yeah, we don't even have to go into that.
Oh, definitely.
I guess a generalization is of Zero Gravity is, I mean, not Zero Gravity, but Free Riders, is that it was gimmicky and no one liked it. Pretty much, that's the best.
It
way
was
we can
so
sum it up.
gimmicky.
It's
yeah,
it was kind of forced.
The way that I see it, it was gonna be a full-fledged title, but then Microsoft with the Kinect, they pretty much kind of forced it on Sega. They paid them to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
it just
Sonic Free Riders was, I mean, it had potential. I mean, it was gonna be
So
like
much
a
potential.
great, yeah, it would be a great Riders game if you have controls for it. You have a controller for it, but instead you have to use your whole body for it with a Kinect. And when it came out, it was a complete trash. Like when I first played it, I have a lot of trouble performing it. But somehow I managed to get the Kinect working, and so far I find it very mediocre to bad.
To me,
Yeah, not to mention that the Kinect. Well, you can go ahead and talk.
No, it's fine. Just go ahead. 'Cause I'm gonna.
No, I was just gonna say that sometimes the Kinect doesn't always respond to everything you do, so
Yeah.
it kind of messes that up.
That's what makes it a bad game for me. The thing is, Free Riders, it doesn't really offend me too much in that it's marketed to be a motion control game. You should know what you're getting into. It's not supposed to be like the first two, so you got to give it slack for that because it's supposed to be one of the launch games for Kinect. So you kind of have to give it slack for that. It's a gimmicky game. You have to go into it expecting gimmicky. You can't go into it expecting like controller gameplay and all that. So it's gonna have problems. It's a motion game. The thing that makes it bad, in my opinion, is that it doesn't work well with the controls.
Yeah.
It's not the whole idea.
I think if
of
they
it.
could have fixed it to where, if they would have fixed it to where it was like actually always responsive and didn't have any problems, then I would have liked the game a lot more personally.
Yeah.
Like even with the force controls and all, like having to play like that, I would have probably appreciated it more.
But no, that's a whole. I just don't like the game. I don't like some of the voice actors. The cutscenes kind of tick me off that they're not actual cutscenes.
Oh god.
The stages
Yeah.
are
Amy's voice actor.
the stages.
Yeah.
The stages and the music is really generic. I don't like.
I
Yeah.
kind of like the music.
Nah, it's really forgettable to me.
I'm kind of indifferent on it. I'm indifferent, but you know how good the Sonic music is in the series. I
Yeah.
have to say it's mediocre compared to that.
True.
It's the same thing with Shadow the Hedgehog in that it has good music. It's just I don't remember any of it. That's how I feel, at least.
It's exactly what Kobe said. I remember he said in one of his episodes.
Yeah. It's like,
Remember him saying that. Like, there's one or two tracks that I will probably remember, but the rest is just like you just forget about until you play it again. It's like, oh yeah, that song.
and like,
But-
do you remember any of the stages names from Free Riders? It's like, what are they? It's like I don't remember any
No.
of the stages or what they even look like, to be honest.
I remember a lot of tracks. I remember Dolphin Resort. I remember Final Factory. Hey, they even brought back Metal City from the original Riders.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh yeah. The only thing I can remember is the first stage where it's like the swimming section, and there's like the part where Sonic actually swims, and you're like, "Woo, that's cool."
Oh yeah, that was freaky.
Even though, he's not technically swimming. We're just making him swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to swim because it's forced in that area.
Yeah.
All right, so since we covered the Riders games that have already happened, I guess we can dwell into the next game, the whole topic, the Riders 4 conversation. What do we want to see in the next Riders game? I guess we'll just go in order and talk like what we want in each like discussion or whatever. So I guess we'll start with BluRacer since he chose the topic.
Yeah. And I got like a lot of ideas I come up with for Riders 4, and I got a bunch of them listed down. So, for number one, if it's gonna be released on the Wii U and 360 and not 360, I mean Xbox One and PS4, then no motion controls. That's all we wanted. Motion controls just don't work for gaming anymore. I mean,
They really don't.
Yeah, for the Kinect, it will never work. For PlayStation, well, they do have PlayStation Move, but I think they don't do that anymore, I think. But for the Wii U gamepad and the Wii remotes, no motion controls. Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
it'll be kind of a mess if they do that. Yeah, I mean, just have regular button inputs and control layouts. That's all we wanted. Just simple as that.
That's all we want. That is all we want.
That's all we want.
Yeah. For number two, you could like you remember in Sonic Free Riders, like there was a little like before you go into the race, like and after you pick your character and your board, you can select which gear parts you want for your character to use. say like if you're Sonic, then you could put the power type equipped, and you could put the max speed up equipped. So
Yeah.
why not have a create your own customized gear to where you can set up your own stats to where if you want high speed, do you want more cornering, do you want more brake, stuff like that. I mean, it would kind of awesome if you do that.
I fully agree.
I can agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, you can create your own gear, and you can select which character you want your character to use your gear.
That'd be
And
ridiculously
yeah, yeah. I mean, in F-Zero GX, you can do that.
good. So yeah, why
And
not?
for number 3, I mean, this has to is a big one. I mean, have the track design based on F-Zero GX. I mean, in F-Zero GX, you know how GX is with all the crazy loop-de-loop spirals and horrendous amount of speed. Yeah. Well, why not have the track design based on that? I mean, while you do that, just make sure you have the jump ramps so you can pull tricks, and no pit stop recharges like in the original Riders game, but have the like recharge panels. I mean, while you keep the speed going. I mean, if you run out of air, just go to the recharge panel and you fill up your air. I mean, we all know F-Zero GX is made by Sega. Sega can do that. We all know the Sonic Riders series. It has a little bit of influence from the F-Zero series, because if you know the original Riders, it is fast. No wonder it reminds us of. It reminds me a little bit of F-Zero GX, even though I haven't played that game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For number 4, have online. I mean, I know
Yes.
Sonic Freeride. Yeah. We all know, Sonic Freeriders have online, but the problem is nobody ever goes there because nobody ever plays the game because of the damn Kinect.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. For Riders 4, add online. So that way, people can jump in and enjoy themselves. Like, have up to 12 racers. But also, for online, you could have online Grand Prix. I mean, in the original Riders game, and the Zero Gravity, there's World Grand Prix. You can it's like a typical Grand Prix. You can race around tracks, compete for points, and win a trophy. Have online Grand Prix. I mean, you can do that. I mean, like, it'll be kind of awesome. I mean, if you remember in Sonic Riders Zero Gravity and the original, you can go around on tracks, compete for points, and win a trophy.
Yeah, like a typical Grand Prix.
Yeah, that would be kind of it'd be kind of addicting to do it. Like, we all know, like, no way I'm gonna lose. Like, if you want to prove you don't want to lose, then have an online Grand Prix, achieve higher rankings, and boom, prove that you are number 1 at Sonic Riders 4.
Those are great ideas. You have any more, or is that all you're gonna say for right now?
Well, I do have one more for number 5, and new
Alright.
characters. I mean, we all know I know these people don't like many Sonic characters in the series, but I may have a couple of Sonic characters that they might fit. I mean, for one, like Espio, Charmy B, and E123 Omega. I mean, come on, Omega would be perfect for a Riders game.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, imagine, say, worthless consumer models for as one of the quotes.
Yeah, instead of those,
Yeah, that would be like-
those generic robots they always put in every Riders game. This was like an
Yeah.
E1000 model or something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also you can also add the egg pawns from the Sonic Heroes. I mean, that would fit.
Yeah.
They have the E10,000s, so why not the egg pawns? I mean, they would fit. And lastly, I know many of you people will disagree with me on this, but for the next couple of characters, how about the Deadly Six? I mean, I know people will hate me on this, but if you think about it, they might.
Here comes the hate.
Here comes the hate.
If you think about it for a couple of seconds, then I know that half of them might fit, even though the rest would not. I mean, imagine Zapik on a hoverboard. That would be kind of awesome.
Yeah, he's a high energy character.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm on the fence
Zapik
about
is
this.
awesome.
Yeah. For me, they're one-off characters. I don't really care if they come back or not, to be honest. Like, I'd much rather take a Chaos Zero, a Tikal, someone like that, worthwhile for me.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, but it's all just my choices.
Yeah.
But we can go for Chaos and Tikal.
Tikal needs a comeback. She's like, I don't know. She's like built for the series.
Please, can she come back?
Yeah, we do need.
I love Tikal. She's one of my favorite exclusive characters.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the series needs more echidnas.
Alright, so that's your last point. We're gonna just move on, and do you have anything to say, Radioactive Raw?
I just gotta say that the only thing that needs to be fixed for this next game is a balanced AI system, pretty much, because the first game was a little too hard in some areas.
Yeah.
Then on Zero Gravity it was too easy, you know. But I think they should kind of bring that together and have a sort of a balanced system. And if you want like that Sonic Riders difficulty, then implement it as optional, and same with Zero Gravity. I think that's how that should go. I'd be down for you know, just like a tournament, like a Grand Prix mode, you know, like a full-fledged one anyway.
Yeah.
Like not like a Mario Kart style, just like something that'll really have that feel for it, like a real Grand Prix, personally.
Mm-hmm.
And the characters, I think they should bring back a lot of characters, because if they make a 4, it needs to be a really serious. They don't need to come as it as a spin-off. You know, even though it was a spin-off for the first game, it didn't feel like one. So they need to bring that same feel again for this game. Make it come with the mentality that this is going to be like a new series or a new canon in the series.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I got to say on what could be done better in that area.
Yeah, really good points. You guys bring up really good points. In fact, you pretty much said everything I was going to say, especially Blue Racer. Like, my main points were the characters. I'd like to see like some returning characters, and maybe even, who knows, one possible like new character, like a 4th Babylon character if they were to do that. I'd like to see, my biggest 2 things are, obviously we live in an age of multiplayer, so online, definitely that has to be a thing. Second thing is
definitely
customizable boards. I can't disagree with that. That's a major thing that I believe Riders has been suffering from since the first game. Not so much the first game, because the first game had like tons of options for you in the shop and everything. But I just feel like customizable boards, that's a really good idea, because like, you say you don't like a model, like say you wanted the Magic Carpet in the first game but it sucked. You can make it the way you want it. You can make it play like the skates or the Sonic's board or whatever it's called. It's like things like that.
Sonic's board is called the Blue Star.
Yeah, Blue Star. Like, that's such a good idea in my opinion. And I guess if I was to stretch even more, customizable tracks, maybe? Custom tracks? That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
That's probably stretching.
Why didn't I? Oh yeah, I forgot to add that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty good. More multiplayer options.
One more thing. DLC, lots and lots of it.
DLC, definitely, that is a must in this day and age.
Yeah, we all know people love DLC.
Yeah. Oh, so that kind of confirms.
Sega's always suffering from that.
So that kind of confirms. So do we all agree that we want this on all 3 consoles?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, we all want that.
That would be nice. Maybe a 3DS version if they want to spend their time or money on that. But yeah, I mean, like, and a story too. I'd like to see where the story takes place, because Free Rider story was, oh my gosh, I didn't like it. It was nothing like the first 2.
I didn't like it.
It was
Zero Gravity story was that little too. The first story was really good.
Yeah,
The
Zero
second
Gravity.
was okay.
It tried way
Yeah,
too much.
Yeah, I love the original writers because of the humor. The Zero Gravity is a little more serious.
That was
It's
way too
serious,
dark.
But yeah, but for and Free Ride,
Definitely.
it was pure garbage. They really made the characters look one-sided, like stereotypical characters.
Why were
and-
they were like
that's
in the
kinda-
future. That made no sense. Like in Zero Gravity, it's like they're like it looks like the future or whatever. It's like how did they get here?
Yeah, and I hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the saddest thing in this Free Ride is that what they've done to my favorite character.
Oh yeah, his voice is terrible. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah,
I have to say, I have to agree on that.
yeah, yeah.
Same with
Like,
Shadow.
what-
I think that hurt me the most with that game. It's like, because that's when I found out all the voice actors changed. Like, my reaction to almost all of them, I was just like, what the heck? It's like, with Rouge, with Tails, I was
Same
like,
here.
good job, you guys did great. Everyone else, what the heck happened?
Yeah, at first when I first played the game, Free Ride, when I hear the characters with new voices this time, I was like, oh, the voice actors decided to change their voices a bit. But when I hear like, what? These are new voices? Oh, for a second, current voice cast are changing their own voices.
Shadows was so disturbing, oh my gosh, that threw me off so bad.
Yeah.
But,
Shadows has been off since Adventure 2 to me.
Yeah, me too. Same
Shadow's
exact.
Shadow's always been off since Adventure 2.
Yeah. But as far as Riders 4, that's pretty much all I have to say. Like, we've explained what we liked about the games and what we want to see. Pretty much just everything improved. The story, the customizable things you can do in the game. Maybe, like, outfits. You know how the Mario and Sonic, the Olympics, you can, like, get outfits for your Mii and everything. Maybe, like, for the characters,
Yeah.
you could have outfits. Play as your Mii or Avatar, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Even though the PlayStation version won't get any because they don't have avatars or Mii's.
Yeah. That's their
But,
problem.
yeah, true.
Sorry, PlayStation owners, no exclusive for you.
Yeah. But, yeah, I guess if that's all we have to say, do you guys have any final thoughts before I end this?
Yeah, I just want to say that I have a Blue Yeti microphone now, because if you can let me know, can you hear my voice better this time? Because the last time we did our first group discussion, I wasn't using a mic during that time. But right now I have a Blue Yeti mic, and I can hear myself better. So let me know if you can hear my voice better.
You sound fine, man.
Yeah, you sound good.
I mean people in the comments, not you two. I already asked you that.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is, just as far as the system, kind of put a little bit of both into the game. You know, like the zero gravity sections, kind of implement that. But I'd probably go off of the original Riders game and just kind of implement that in it. And I think you'd have the perfect Riders game, personally.
Yeah, I personally think the first Riders game is the one that most people like, I think. So build off that, because I think that one had a lot of potential to be like a really good game. It just had flaws. The second one, same thing.
Yep.
The third one, we all know. I don't even count that in the Rider series for some reason. I usually just count the first two.
Same here.
Yeah.
So if there's a
Yeah.
Make a Riders
Yeah.
4, really just Riders 3. But
Free Riders.
it didn't do anything with the plot.
Yeah, Free Riders is Garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
But if you like Free Riders, tell us why. If you like, tell us your favorite game in the comments in the Rider series, and tell us why. We won't bash you for liking Free Riders. But
Yeah, it's totally.
Yeah, we won't do you
it's
that.
totally opinion.
Yeah.
Just tell me why you like it.
Yeah, well, it's all about opinions.
Yeah. I'm Steven Knux, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video.
See you guys.
See ya. Have a great night.